Hello, welcome. Thank you for being here with me. This is Read the Signs with Roxy. I'm going to jump into a quick reading. I'm feeling called to do another collective reading. Just a reading for whoever comes upon this video. If it finds you, then it was meant for you, okay? I am becoming more and more aware of how important it is that we speak our truths, that we take time to discern and to be patient with ourselves and with others and with spirit, because things happen when they're meant to happen, not when we want them to. Often I feel like it's when we push so hard that that it just doesn't come. It almost digs its heels in. So let's just all take a minute to open our hands and be willing to receive and open ourselves up to some love and some peace. Alright. I love you guys so much. I'm gonna go ahead and tune in here. Ring this bell 3 times. Alright, let's begin. Angels, ancestors, guides, Mother Gaia, ascended masters, Holy Spirit, please. Looking for any guidance, any advice, any tips, any clarity for the collective. What does the collective need to hear right now, please? What does collective need to hear right now, Spirit? Any messages for the collective? For anyone that comes across this video, what messages do you have? If you guys can hear that on my mic, but there's someone racing on their motorcycle, loud, very loud. Probably going much, much too fast. So maybe a little message of slowing down is coming through. Okay. For the collective, please. Any messages for the collective? What do we have coming through, please? The Star card in the reverse for our first card. Thank you so much, Spirit. Thank you. What else do we have? Okay. We got a little pretty package falling through. We have the High Priestess in the reverse. Intuition taking a back seat here. Alright, so we have the Star, the 8 of Swords, and the 5 of Wands. Alright, so whoever this message is coming through to, I want to remind you guys that this is a general reading, not a one-to-one, so it will not be specific. This is going to be, I mean, it might be specific to someone, but it's not going to be for everyone, okay? So if it resonates, allow it to. If it doesn't, don't force it. So the idea of competition, okay, really turns you off, whoever this reading is for. Ooh, I don't know if you guys heard that pop. But someone that the idea of competition, it deters you so much that you'd rather, even though you have a desire to be front and center, you would be an extra, and an extra that you would even be okay with AI duplicating. This is something that is speaking to losing out your narrative, sacrificing your freedom of speech, because you don't think it's important, because you don't feel as though the conflict is worth it. Even though your intuition is telling you, okay, that you can only run away for so long. You can only choose to take what you can and leave, and burden yourself for so long. Okay. And avoid being seen as a bitch. You can avoid being seen as, cruel or selfish. You can avoid that, but it's going to be at a sacrifice to you. Okay. I'm being asked that you pay attention to the child that you were born as. Okay. I'm being asked for you to remember the innocence that you would protect, that you would speak on if you were a child or if it was your child. Okay. Sometimes it takes that kind of courage for us to remember ourselves. I feel like when you're in comfort too much, then we often forget what we would fight for. Right? Look at this. So he is dreaming here. He's dreaming about multiple women, it looks like, and this can be different muses coming to visit him, different visions, someone who is frequented by spirit. We have the Death card with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So a message of learning how to be independent, learning how to be on your own. First, starting this transformation, starting from within. Okay? So we have the next two cards coming out, the Tower card with the Five of Swords. The Tower card, let's see, what am I picking up? The Tower card in the reverse with this Five of Swords. There's a resistance to an end. There's a resistance and almost a pulling here, a pulling, because you have these two fives, and yet so there's a bit of a finality here that I'm feeling, but it's a pull. It's a desire to want to end things, but you don't know how. You're like a little bit confused. You're feeling trapped here in wanting to change, but you're not sure that it's a choice, and Spirit wants to remind you that it is a choice. It is a choice, and there always is a choice in front of you. Okay? Whether or not you see it, the choice is up to you. We are given multiple choices, many choices, every single day. I'm going to pull from this Gaian tarot deck. See what else we have for the collective. What does the collective need to hear right now? What is the Tower card? Can we have a clarifier on this Tower card, please? What is the Tower card? You know what's so funny? is that the Five of Swords just came out again. The card that already had come out with the Tower card came out again. So Spirit is really saying, did I stutter here? In this image, this depiction of the Five of Swords, there's eagles here, and they are fighting for food. They're fighting for space. Okay, there's not enough. There's an air of scarcity that is devouring this card. Okay, scarcity, fighting for no reason. Okay, over there. Don't let this narrative take over. Okay. The powers that be would love us to fight about scarcity, would love us to fight our sisters and our brothers, to imagine that there's not enough for all of us, that you need more, and that there's not enough. Five of Air. You are involved in a turf battle or argument that has become quite nasty. Bitter words, gossip, and slander may be thrown about. Unwelcome criticism may be given or received. Your opponents may be family members, friends, coworkers, or the system. Is there a way to defend your territory without attacking others? Conflicts often generate growth, as painful as they may be. What can you learn from the present conflict about the power of words? Your affirmation is, I defend my own place in the world without resorting to bitterness or hurtful words. Wow. I'm going to read the shadow side of this card because I feel like it's very, I'm feeling that energy as well. You may have internalized all the negative words and attitudes that come from others. This can cause you to become lost in negative self-talk to the point that the conflict is now entirely in your head. If so, you need to recognize and release it. On the other hand, you may be the instigator of hostilities. In what ways might you be at fault? Are you willing to take responsibility for your words and actions? Alternatively, you may have begun to consider ways to solve the dispute, compromise, cooperation, and reconciliation. Wow. So the Tower card in the reverse with these fives here. So you have, now you have the Five of Air twice with the Five of Wands. Okay. You see this energy? And then you see this resistance here. Not wanting to be put on the spot. Not wanting the pressure of being the star that you are. Because you are a star. You are, we all are. We all have the capacity to be either a black hole or a star. Okay? Either you want to push out light or you want to consume. And you have to make the choice here. Okay? And fear is going to always make it seem like you have to consume until there will never be enough if all your job is to do is to consume. Okay? And that's where that scarcity comes from. Alright? It's either you're here to help or to hinder. You're here to empower or disempower yourself and others. You can choose. You have a choice. Alright. What else is here? I'm going to pull one more card from this Rider-Waite. See if anything else wants to come out. Then I'm going to move to the healing card and to the archetypal deck. See what else we got coming through. What else do we have for the collective, please? For the collective. Ooh. Okay. So This Knight of Wands came through. The Knight of Wands. And let me see if I can get one more card, because a lot of them came out and I can't take all those. Can I have one more card? Can I have one more card? Okay, I'll take these two then. Alright, so I have the Lovers, and then I have these two women speaking here, which I see that as friendship. So we have the Knight of Wands, these two women, and then Lovers. So in this dynamic here, okay, so the Knight of Wands is someone that can be a little bit brief, a little bit impulsive, a little bit, you might take a little bit of a shortcut, okay? He might be more amped to take the shortcut, okay? These are symbols of relationships. The Lovers, symbols of relationships and choice, okay? Because you have duality and you have choice here. You have two people, okay? Which there's always choices when it comes to two parties, okay? So with this impulsivity, with this action-oriented energy mixed with these choices, okay, whether it's your partner in life or your partner in crime, your partner in work, or your partner in this is about mirroring here, okay? This is about mirroring, but also about signaling. This is about the masks that you wear, okay? In your rush to be someone, are you forgetting yourself? Are you forgetting the other? Are you forgetting the purpose of identity, the purpose of our egos, the purpose of our souls, okay? Because if you did remember, then you would understand the star that you are. You would take it in strife. You would take those fears and transmute them. You would take those tears, those fears and those tears, those pains, any of these swords, and transmute them. You would know that any energy directed towards you is power. Whatever intention, malintention, whatever it is that anyone throws at you, a true alchemist understands that it's all energy and it's all power to you. Okay? We have the Ace of Swords in the reverse, lacking clarity, right? We're lacking clarity here. There's so much information in the world right now, we don't know what is true. And this lack of clarity will leave you frozen. It will leave you paralyzed. It will leave you questioning what is. What is worth fighting for? Okay? This is a time for spirit. This is a time for discernment. This is a time for really tuning in. Okay? Not numbing out and not escaping. Okay? And I really appreciate you guys looking into tarot videos, looking for guidance. But I implore you to take time on your own to disconnect from social media, to disconnect and from others, from your peers, and really sit with yourself and question, are you alright? What are you feeling? And what is next? Okay? What is next for us? What is next for you as an individual? Okay? And when you question these things, remember love. Please. Remember love and compassion. What else for the collective, please? What else for the collective? Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Mercy is a rare word, one hardly spoken. What are merciful actions? Not judging another, speaking with kind words, thinking compassionate thoughts about others. May acts of mercy come your way. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. So like I was saying, please keep love, okay, and compassion at the center of our hearts when we try to understand and lovingly release any relationships, any toxic, you know, contracts, any habitual thoughts, habitual nature that we have. Please compassionately, collective, release them and and thank them for everything that they've done for you. And you know, you don't have to allow fear to stop you from the process. If you need to write a letter in order to better understand what it is that you're processing in the mental, then that's perfectly fine. Take your time and honor yourself. Honor the fact that you need to do these things in order to be at peace, okay? And understand also that in any moment, okay, and this is powerful, at any moment that you decide that you want peace, anytime that you want to switch from non-peace to peace, it is available to you. Feel that and welcome it. Welcome that expansion within you. Okay? Alright. See what these savage aboriginal cards are saying. Wow, I didn't even get this. Alright. Self-love. Self-love is not egotistical. It shows you and others that you are worthwhile and deserve love in all its many forms. Wow, thank you so much, Spirit. Let's see what else we have for the collective, please. What does the collective need to hear right now, please, Spirit? I have a card for the collective. Thank you. Anger. Even though you are bursting inside, you need to remain calm. Dig deep and find the strength to activate the self-control that lies within you. Wow, that's not the most perfect message for the collective right now. Can I have one more card for the collective, please? One more card, Spirit. Please, one more card for the collective. Can I have one more card, please? One more card. Wonderful. Sometimes being too cautious is just an excuse for being afraid to take risks and move forward. Don't use this as your excuse to miss out on something amazing. This is what keeps her locked here, okay, is the fear and the lack of clarity. Or perhaps she has a lack of clarity, or she has the clarity, but she lacks courage to do something about it, okay? And this anger, okay, this anger can often, you know, when we feel anger, a lot of the times that's just passionate fear, okay, passionate fear about something. And all we need to do is love it and nurture it, and then we understand that in the end it's just we are passionate about something, and you know we're more on the nervousness on the scale than actual excitement, because there is something wonderful here. There is something in absolutely wonderful, absolutely captivating, and understanding that you are the main character of your story. You are the protagonist here, and your life is 100% about you. How wonderful would that be? How amazing would that be? If everything around you, the flowers blooming, the wind blowing, the sun shining, that all of these happened and that the whole universe was conspiring for you to be happy, for you to shine. There's something absolutely liberating about that. And I think that with great risk comes great reward. And if you imagine that, oh no, the people around me, they would be so upset, or I would disappoint so and so, or, there's just so many excuses that we have as to why we don't follow our dreams, or we don't do the things that we know that we want to do before we die. Just don't be afraid. Okay, and a big way to get over fears is to just sit with it and think about it. A lot of times when I'm scared of something, just look up more information about it. Look up as much information about it as you can. Educate yourself, and oftentimes you realize that you're just scared of the dark. You're scared of the unknown, and Spirit is reminding us that self-love is here. That if you imagine that you're all alone, you still have yourself. If you're looking for two arms to hold you, they are right at your side. Okay. Well, this is where I'm gonna leave you guys. I love you guys so much. I hope you guys understand that you are loved. Okay, not only by me, but by Spirit, by God. And it is your birthright to be happy, to be a star. Okay. Take that in. Nurture that. Love that. Understand that if you were a child that you would love and nurture and take care and protect, you can do that for your adult self any day, okay? Any moment, you can choose love. Alright. I love you guys so much. I hope that this reading helped. If it did, please make sure to like and subscribe. I decided that because I miss doing personal readings, I haven't done them in a little bit, so I think in order to get this going a little bit, I'm willing to offer a free reading to anyone that requests it, and the next person that requests it in the comments for a free reading. It will be filmed and shared at the end of the next reading that I do. Okay, so I'll close up the reading and then I'll continue doing the reading for whoever is requesting a personal reading. So it will be heard by others. If you're willing to play along, then I'll see you in the comments. Hope you guys have a great night. Peace.